So now draft strategies, ESPN, Yahoo, NFL.com,
CBS Sports,
Football
guys,
even Roto World, even people on YouTube. They all have different strategies.
On YouTube.
Yes, they all have their rankings, including our rankings, but we don't know what position to pick. David, what do we do about that?
Well, I would say you first need to figure out what positions you're going to go for as opposed to the names. It simplifies it if you think in position as opposed to every particular player. So for example, I think that most important thing is to load up on running back. Running back, you've got about 15 or 16 guys that you like, and after that it falls off a cliff. And you're dealing with guys in timeshares, guys that are backups, guys for coaches that can't decide what running back they're going to play any week, like Bill Belichick or Mike Shanahan. And let me tell you, there's nothing worse than getting into a season and trying to dumpster dive off the free agent wire for a third string running back and maybe he'll get 8 carries. You want to load up at running back. You want to get those studs at the top because running backs, they score more than receivers because they run the ball and they catch the ball. A guy like Arian Foster, for example, or Ray Rice, you can count on 250 carries and 50 receptions. You're going to get 1,200 rushing yards and 500 receiving yards, and that adds up. So I would say running back is the most important position. Receiver, on the other hand, is very, very deep. As we said, after Calvin Johnson, you get down there, and I mean, look, you can get Miles Austin as the 20th receiver off the board. You can get Steve Smith as the 25th receiver off the board. You can get Percy Harvin after 20 receivers are off the board. You can get Stevie Johnson. Reggie Wayne is going in like the 9th or 10th round. You got Denarius Moore, Malcolm Floyd, Eric Decker. Those are all AFC West receivers that are going in the 6th, 7th, 8th round. It's just so deep. You shouldn't waste a top pick unless it's on Calvin Johnson on a receiver. That's all I have to say. You can wait until the 5th round, 6th round and start drafting receivers. You can get your running backs taken care of first.
And I actually did a mock draft using David's strategy, and I did take a census with a bunch of my friends, and they all say the same thing. I'll give you a little example. I got Stafford in the 3rd round and Julio Jones in the 4th round while getting my 1st and 2nd pick, Ray Rice and Jamal Charles. I think right there, that's a solid 4 players. So in terms of, like, say, for people who are looking at last year's stats, what is a threshold in terms of points? Like, I guess, say, running backs.
Running backs and receivers, you want about 10 points a game. You got 16 games, 10 points a game is about 160 points. Well, it's exactly 160 points on the course of a season. So that's what you're looking for. Anybody that's getting you over 10 points a game is a pretty solid starter.
So that concludes our fantasy football episode. I want to thank David for coming. Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for being
here.
He
will be back probably during Niners season. We're very excited about it.
Try to get the right jersey.
Yeah.
Sorry, but let me just leave you with this. Remember, pick players you like. Fantasy football, supposed to be fun. Don't force yourself to pick somebody just because the list says. Roll with the guys you like.
Exactly.
You'll like it better that way.
And then a little off topic, I gotta get into the Giants real quick. Giants acquired Hunter Pence from the Phillies for Nate Schultz and Tommy Joseph. Unbelievable trade, I think, even though we weren't the biggest winners, but it changes the dynamics of our lineup. We have a real lineup finally. We don't have that closer, but we got a hitter now, so I think it's gonna really benefit the Giants in the long run.
Well, Hunter Pence is a guy that in Philadelphia, he was good when he was the 3rd best player.
Yes.
When he was asked to be the #1 bat, left a little bit to be desired. So I like that. I like the fact that he's coming here with the lower expectations. And I like the fact that he's not a free agent at the end of the year.
Exactly.
He's actually going to be here for another year. He's a little bit invested in it. So, yeah.
He's not a half-year rental. I think the thing I love about Hunter Pence is he just has that energy. He plays with 110% every time, no matter what, and you just gotta love it about him. He's gonna be the spark for the Giants. He might be the Mike Trout for us finally.
Well, we'll send some flowers over to Mr. Sabian then.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. Subscribe, like, share, whatever you could do, because we're going to keep continuing this and it's going to get bigger and bigger. Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for their positive support, their positive comments, and I want to try to get as many people on the show as I can because it's just fun to do. And thank you again, and we'll see you guys next time.